Okay, Coach, you know, the folks in the dog pound, they live for games like this. Snowy conditions here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Cleveland Browns. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 70 in.
Off the play fake. Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Watch it, 3. Watch it, 3. H3, 2, 18. Chopper.
Looking to throw. Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to run.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Set. 30 pace. Let's go.
Toss play, Kamara. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27.
Okay, ready. 80 weapon.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 90 wolf. Protein spill.
Let's go, defense.
Let's go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100-plus in this one in order to stay in that race.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check, check.
On the ground, it's Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
58, right over there.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
5.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 11. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
John Brown on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just within the palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check.
Throwing again. Love. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
Jim.
Operating from the gun. Love. And this one complete to Smith. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On second down, Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw. Love. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. Third down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, Hunt. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Second and 13. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Right there, 56. Oh, here we go.
Look at me. Zipper.
Go now. Check.
Hey, lock it. Lead grip.
Back to throw now on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
They set up the screen to Chubb. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
58, Mike.
Hey, Sam off.
Check.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to draw now with Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Hunt. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out. Maybe
traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A 10th carry for Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, Love. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Check it back. Quiet, 64, weak. Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, ready, go.
On first down, Love. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First down.
Got it. To Mike. 51 to Mike. Better bring it. You better bring it. Let's go.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He wasn't ready.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready, ready, ready. Mike 51. Here we go, D. All day defense. All ready, go.
Again, it's Kamara.
I got you, boy.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9.
Race don't travel. Race don't travel. Check 52. Wide, get one and go.
Off play action. Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Tucker. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line.
First down, Saints.
And the punt team is out there. It's not fourth down. Maybe the cold weather here freezing their brain a bit. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you just hold a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. Mullins now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 35 on second down, Jones. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Yes. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, it's Hunt. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's go now. 60 or. Topper. Ready?
Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Browns. 49 yards. They'll run on first down. Hunt. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Check 24. Hey, check 24. Protein spill. Switch.
They run it again with and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I'm ready. 53, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
Off the bootleg. Love. On the crossing route, complete. That's Wolf. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second and third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
Watch me come. 132 fight. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Just said hut. Hut.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught by Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
Check 53's mine. I know he ain't got it.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Saints, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they dropped their 7th game on the year. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.